Bergen is Norway's second largest city, and there is much to see. We will show you how to see most in a day, and will give you some advice on how to avoid queuing for a long time on popular attractions. This video has been produced in collaboration with Discovery Route. You find more information at the end of the video. If you arrive by car, put your car in one of the underground parking lots. They are close to the center, so you won't need public transport afterwards. Also, parking prices are reasonable compared to Oslo. Beware, some parking houses cannot accommodate 2 tall cars. The railway station is located next to the center, so you can most probably walk to your hotel. If you arrive by plane, take the tram to downtown. The main attraction in Bergen is Bryggen, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This used to be a trading outpost for the Hanseatic League, which controlled trade in the North and Baltic Seas in the Middle Ages. The place was also known as Tyske Bryggen, the German dock, but after World War II it was just called Bryggen. Bryggen was mentioned first in the 14th century, but all the old houses from that time period burned down in 1702. It was rebuilt, but half of the houses burned down again in 1955. It was decided to be rebuilt in the old style. It was even debated to tear down the remaining houses. Today you will find many small shops in the old houses. On the front you will have restaurants, and during summer you can enjoy your drinks right in front of it. There is also a museum about Bryggen if you are really interested. You can walk on the narrow alleys between the building where there are even more shops. Behind Bryggen you will find Bergenshus fortress. You walk through the park, see the inner court and visit the museum. The next big attraction is the mountain Fløyen, from which you have a spectacular view over Bergen. To reach the top viewpoint, which is over 320 meters above the city, you can either walk, which will take over an hour, or take the Fløybanen, which will take you to the summit less than 5 minutes. The cars were upgraded in 2022, so they can transport more people at once. Unfortunately, there can be a huge queue to take the funicular to the summit. One trick to avoid half of the line is to buy the tickets at the tourist office above the Fishmarket. There are also ticket machines at the Fløybanen station itself, with less or no queue. You can also buy the tickets online or with an app. The other is not to go in the morning, especially when there are several cruise ships in town. Usually after 5 o'clock in the evening it has calmed down. The drawback is that the view has contre-jour as the sun is shining from the direction you want to see. There is a restaurant at the top, and it is a start for many hikes. The most famous goes over the 7 mountains of Bergen, which is over 30 kilometers long. You will see some goats roaming around, which are used to keep the grass short. The Fishmarket is located at the end of the harbor. It moved here in the 16th century, and in earlier days fish were sold straight from the fishing boats. There is the original outdoor market and the new indoor one, which opened in 2012, where there are also some restaurants. Unfortunately, it has become quite a tourist attraction, and not so many locals come to buy the catch of the day anymore. Due to that, you will also find other local products being sold, and not just fish. Close to the fish market you will find Torgallmenningen, which is not a wide street, but a stretched place. It was originally constructed to help to stop the spreading of city fires, but it didn't stop the ones from 702 and 1916, as they were too strong. In the middle of the place there is the Sjömansmonumenten, to remember all kinds of sailors and workers at sea. In the middle of Kong Olav V's place, there is the blue stone sculpture, It was a gift from the Kavli Foundation when they had their 100 years jubilee in 1993. Today it's the place where people meet when going to town. South of that you will see the Edvard Grieg statue, and further there is the Byparken, which consists of a lake surrounded by trees. Around the park you will find diverse art and cultural institutions as well as the library. Here passes a tram which goes to the airport, and the station is also nearby. North of the Kong Olavs Plass there is the Theatre of Bergen, the Nationale Scene, with the Henrik Ibsen statue. To the west is the church of Johanneskirken. Around the church you will find some tram tracks in the street, but none of the modern cars. This is a museum line on which the original Bergen trams are operated on weekends during spring and summer. North of here you will find the quarters with a lot of wooden houses. And at the north tip of Nordnes there is the Aquarium of Bergen. The aquarium features diverse fish as well as penguins and sea lions. In recent years the aquarium was modernized. Unfortunately, it lacks the space for the overwhelming large exhibits. If you are traveling with children, you should plan to go there. If you are on a road trip and are going to Ålesund, I would suggest visiting the one there. The Bergen Aquarium is unfortunately not that great. So that should be enough to see for a day. If you have more time, you can also take a tour to Mount Ulriken, a boat tour through the harbors and out to the islands, or visit more museums. That's it. We hope this video was useful. Please give it a like, and if you haven't done it, then subscribe to this channel. Be sure to check our Facebook and Instagram for bonus content. Discovery Route is an alliance of hotels and touristic companies along Route 13 between Stavanger and Bergen. The original Discovery Route was established in the 1880s to allow rich Englishmen to experience the wilderness of Norway. Also today you will find Norway's iconic landmarks along the route like Preikestolen, Låtefossen and the Hardangerfjord. Check their website for more information and booking.